We are going to begin this hour with the devastating fires in Southern California. Officials say they are now responsible for at least 24 deaths and the destruction of more than 12,000 structures, including many homes.
Governor Newsom is proposing billions in additional funding for emergency response efforts and to jumpstart the recovery process. The region is on high alert again, though, this morning as powerful Santa Ana winds are expected to kick up. NBC News correspondent Morgan Chesky has the latest from the front lines.
Extreme winds whipping up flames in Southern California overnight, sparking a new blaze, the auto fire in Ventura County, burning through brush and forcing evacuation orders. First responders racing to contain it. As across the region, they mount an all-out attack to control the much larger fires that have devastated entire sections of Los Angeles, with those Santa Ana winds ramping back up overnight and due to peak today. 13 million people under red flag warnings. The National Weather Service calling the conditions about as bad as it gets. As investigators search the area looking for a cause, multiple law enforcement sources tell NBC News that an early focus is a possible human cause of the fire, though no conclusions have been reached. A week after the firestorms exploded, homes in the Pacific Palisades burn zone are still smoldering. Crews putting out hotspots here and in Altadena. Officials urging residents to stay out of evacuation zones.
People are saying, I just want to go look at my house and I want to see what's left. We know that, but we have people literally looking for the remains of your neighbors.
As thousands of families search for places to stay, the district attorney is vowing to prosecute illegal price gouging. But realtors and families we met say they're seeing homes go for thousands above asking.
We're going to find a house, I promise. I promise we'll find a house.
The Palmentier family, including their pup Apollo, just one of dozens packing an open house in Santa Monica after flames consumed their beloved Palisades home.
Everybody's going to have 100 applications, and they're going to pick one, and hopefully they pick you.
A city on edge, searching for answers as deadly winds still threaten.
Our thanks to Morgan Chesky for that report. Well, the fire's cause has not yet been determined, but the ATF is now leading a newly formed task force to investigate the cause of the Palisades fire as multiple law enforcement sources tell NBC News that a possible human cause is an early focus in the case.
Let's take a closer look now at those dangerous winds out west.
Angie Lastman is here with the latest on that. Hey, Angie, good morning.
Good morning, guys. We've got no surprise, still that red flag warning in effect for 13 million people. This is going to extend at least through tomorrow as we ramp up those Santa Ana winds here, especially as we get into the second half of our morning hours. Here's what's going on as far as that situation is concerned. We've got what we call a particularly dangerous situation. That's kind of an extra added layer of kind of intensity when it comes to these warnings that have been issued as far as the red flags are concerned. All that means we basically have extremely critical fire weather conditions that are going to expect to stay in place across this region as we get into even tomorrow. You can see, especially where that darker red is, those are the areas that we're most concerned by. Ventura to San Fernando, stretching farther east. We've got Pyramid Lake in there as well. So all of this area, something to watch here as we get through the first half of our day, especially where our winds really ramp up into the late morning hours. Notice where those peak wind gusts will land, 50 to 75 miles per hour. We could have sustained winds around 30, 40 miles per hour, but those gusts, especially the higher up in the elevations that you go up to 75 miles per hour, a little bit different when we compare it to last week's event as far as our wind direction, still offshore, but just a little different and different where we're looking at the greatest concern for geography. Now, either way, the higher elevation is going to see the higher wind gusts, but we've still got some amplified wind gusts even into this afternoon and evening, although they do look to weaken just a touch. 40 to 55 mile per hour peak gusts will be expected. No change in the humidity levels, honestly, or not one that is substantial here as we get through the next couple of days. So just expect it to stay dry. The vegetation will stay dry as no rain is in the picture. But we do start to see a little bit more of an offshore push of those winds increasing here as we get into the overnight hours tonight. And then tomorrow, a little bit of relief. Only a little. We're still going to see gusts 25 to 45 miles per hour, but every little bit helps, of course, when we're talking about that firefight from the air, especially with those helicopters and such for firefighters. Wind gusts 25 to 45 miles per hour, though, for tomorrow, so we'll still see kind of gusty conditions. So no surprise today that we've got that extreme risk for some locations. Glendora, Santa Clarita, stretching out to Thousand Oaks, all of the folks in that shaded area under that extreme risk. But notice how expansive the critical risk still is today. We've got Los Angeles in that elevated risk. Again, this is going to be something we'll see through tomorrow. Just we take off really the extreme risk. Instead, we've got critical risk from Santa Barbara stretching down to basically the border of Mexico. The conditions, though, will improve as we get into that second half of the day. Meanwhile, elsewhere across the country, we've got some wintry weather. We've got chilly temperatures for sure for a lot of folks, and 9 million people are under these cold weather alerts. Here's why. We've got teens in Chicago, but just a wind chill of 6 degrees. Notice as we look towards Minneapolis, it feels like 27 below. Even as far south as Atlanta, waking up to temperatures into those low 20s. So extra layers needed for a lot of the country this morning. We'll see that cold air kind of settle into this region. Just 10 degrees for your high in Minneapolis today. Chicago tops out at 18 degrees, low 30s for Philadelphia. And even as we get into tomorrow, guys, not much of a change for this chunk of the country. Still extra layers as our temperatures, even as far south as Charleston, top out just 49 degrees.
I was in Minnesota yesterday. Chilly is a good way to describe it.
You had what, 3, 4 layers?
It
How
was
many?
0 degrees, 0 degrees,
wow. And
4
if
layers.
you're saying it was cold, then it really was cold. Yeah. All right. Angie, thank you so much. Well, for most Los Angeles students, schools reopened this week after wildfires forced citywide closures. But some students have nowhere to return to after the fires destroyed or damaged several schools in Altadena and the Palisades. NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz has a look at how students are coping with a semester that they never expected. Liz, your reporting has just been so incredible, watching that man reunite with his dog and now talking about something so important here for these kids. Good morning.
Hey, Savannah, thank you. I appreciate that. And good morning to you. You know, a majority of the more than 1,000 schools that closed last week have now reopened. But like you said, there's still thousands of students that are displaced without a school to come back to. We're at one of the elementary schools that did burn down in the Palisades here. You can just see the destruction. We're told that this was once a classroom here. We've seen little remains of the students' lives. We saw little charred pieces of paper from their grammar books just scattered around. And come look over here. We saw in this charred out cubby, these lunch boxes still remain. They're totally intact, covered in dust. We even noticed some still have food in them. A chilling reminder of what happened here a week ago today as these kids had to evacuate. But we talked to students and teachers, and they told us that they're going to come back and rebuild.
This morning, a majority of Los Angeles Unified students back in the classroom after the closures from the Palisade and Eaton fires.
As long as the doors are open, I feel safe.
But the race to figure out how to get the thousands of other students still displaced back to school still underway.
Obviously a total loss at this point.
Los Angeles City Schools Superintendent Alberto Carvalho touring the devastation at one of the 3 schools in his district destroyed or damaged by the flames.
They're going to be back in the classroom the latest Wednesday of this week. They will begin with necessary conversations about what these kids witnessed and then the reassurances they need to hear that tomorrow is going to be okay.
While the 2 elementary schools will be shifted to nearby campuses, for the high school of 3,000 Palisades charter, it's unclear when they'll find a temporary home.
We're currently on day 6 of evacuation.
A hard reality for these students who since last week have been bouncing from one hotel or friend's house to the next. Starting next week, it's back to COVID-era remote class.
We've always looked forward to being able to go to high school together and them driving me to school every day. And now seeing that that's gone and our school is gone is so devastating.
These girls starting a campaign to rebuild the parts of their campus that were burned.
We didn't want to watch this happen. We wanted to find a way to bring our community together. And our driving force that started our GoFundMe is that we are so much stronger together.
These are kids who went through COVID, were disrupted then, and now disrupted yet again.
So they have experienced more as young kids than many adults have over their entire lifetime.
Now teachers like Rick Stile stepping up to support their students while dealing with their own losses.
How are your students doing? Have you heard from any of them?
I've heard from many of them. I mean, I cry every night, basically, reading a text from one of them.
Stile lost his own home in the fire.
I'm trying to stay really positive, and I've taught my students to be that way in their life.
Amazing to see the resilience there. And, you know, I did ask the superintendent, how long is it going to take for this school here to rebuild? And he said often it can take a few years to build a school like this, but he promised that he's going to try everything that they can to expedite that process. And he said that also what's really interesting is that there is one building here on campus surrounded by a bunch of buildings that burned down. That building did not burn down. It has a metal roof on it. It was built later than the other buildings with different codes. He said they're going to keep that in mind, and they're going to try and use fire-resistant materials as they do rebuild. Savannah.
Liz Kreutz, thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.